everyone, to my session here in the Publisher Parish stage. My name is Elijah Spina. I'm a PhD molecular biologist, co-founder of BanklessDeSci. I hope you caught the opening remarks earlier, and I apologize about any tech issues we're having getting things off the ground here. It's a bit of a complicated endeavor having 4 live streams at the same time, but we're making it work. One of the fun challenges of doing things decentralized, especially with 4 stages in decentralizing our efforts. But in this session, I want to dive into the concept of using Web3 tools and ultimately Web3 social really as sort of like the consumer-facing evolution of some Web3 tech, and see how we can dissect that and pull out different features, aspects of Web3, particularly Web3 social media, that can influence or potentially have a big impact on scientific publishing. So I'm going to pull up my Miro board, and I think maybe Anna also did me the favor of sharing that in the chat. Yes, thank you, Anna. Cool, awesome. I see some people hopping in here on the Miro board. Perfect. Let me share my screen, get that up here. And so I want to do a brainstorm session where we go through and brainstorm different features of Web3 social that we think could impact scientific publishing. And then the last couple minutes of the session, we will vote on which ones we think are most interesting or going to be most impactful. Cool. Let me just make sure this is looking good here. I think there's a small lag that I'm seeing on part of the stream. My screen should be shared here momentarily. There we go. Okay. All right, so I've got my Miro board up here on the live stream. Thank you for everyone for hopping in here. Oh, didn't want to unlock that. So this is going to be our main idea board. And let's just zoom in here. So this is going to be where we put down different features of Web3 social media, and I'll show some examples right now too before we hop in here. But in these different sticky notes, we can go ahead and type each different feature, and then at the end, we'll get some dots, and we can drag the dots over to the sticky notes to vote for which features we think are going to be most impactful on scientific publishing as a whole, right? We all know that it takes a long time to get a scientific article published, not just to do the research, but once you send it out to a publisher to get through the peer reviews, to go through additional experiments, just waiting for those comments can often take upwards of a year to get something published. And so there's been some ideas about decentralizing peer review, right? We all know about archive and preprint servers where people can put things out early. And I think Web3 social really plays along those lines. So let's dive in here to these Web3 social platform examples over here on the right. And so on the left, I've listed a couple popular Web3 social media platforms. It's Lens Protocol, Farcaster, Near Social, and OpenCAN Network, which is my personal project, which is built on top of Near Social. So let's take a quick look at a few of those. And feel free to just peruse these as we're going through this workshop. I'll pop these open here. So Lens Protocol, it's looked pretty similar to Twitter. I should have had the page open here before we got started. But once you're scrolling through, you can claim your handle. You own all of your posts. You can take them with you to different sites that are built on top of Lens. So they've got like a Twitter version. They've got like a YouTube. They've got these different things, and so when you post there, you own that content, right? It's not Facebook or Twitter that owns your content, your profile. You own it. You take it with you. And there's things like some of these are using NFTs in the background to let you own your posts and NFT and things like that. Here's Farcaster, which is another popular sort of Twitter style app. And yeah, so these are sort of things where when you post, you can track back who posted what to their wallet, right? So you don't just spin up a email address and a new Twitter handle. You can actually verify your identity. There's things like Paragraph and Mirror for blogging, and then there's tools like Dune Analytics, which really I think open up the transparency side of this, where we can go ahead and just create a little dashboard and look at the analytics for these on-chain activities, right? So if we wanted to look up one particular user's on-chain activity over time, or if we wanted to look up activity on Paragraph or Mirror and see all the blogs that are posted, or, and especially once we can dive down into categories like particular subfields of science, right? And see the analytics there for different papers that are published, number of comments. So yeah, let's take a look at the YouTube chat here, make sure I'm not missing any discussions. Oh, should I open that up in another window so I don't lose everyone here? Feel free to drop some ideas. Let's go ahead. Yeah, see visiting trailblazers around here. I've also put out here in meme land other fun ideas to get your brain juices flowing about things that maybe are not good about academic publishing, traditional publishing, right? This concept of publish or perish. I think, how can we get past that so that we can thrive, right? How can we use these tools to fix some of these issues with academic and traditional publishing that cause us to have these statements like publish or perish, right? That, this is a problem with academia in general. So I'll throw a couple on the board here. Publishing takes a long time. Actually, and so Web3 social, a feature of that would be that we can have faster time to publish. That's a feature of Web3 social. And so we're a few minutes in here. I want to just start throwing some ideas up on the board, and then we'll throw in the voting session at the end. Check those comments again. Verifiable, yeah. Okay. Let's see, what else can you throw in there? So verifiable credentials, yeah, that's a deep topic too. Let's see, check the chat. Oh, let's see, Meredith doesn't have a link to the Miro board. Go ahead and share that. And yeah, retroactive funding, faster time to publish. Let's see. Sounds like we've got somebody's mic off here. Okay, cool. Throwing some ideas up. Let's zoom in on that here. Cool, I like where this is going. actually going to throw things on the board that could potentially be negatives. But if we get lots of non-detectives review, could be bad, could be good. Depends if you think the wisdom of the crowd is good. Just make sure we staying on time here. Head back to meme land, see if I can get some inspiration. Takes a long time. It's going to destroy the planet. Academic publishing. Probably not that. Quantity over quality. We started 14 minutes ago. Okay, I'll give us another minute or two for ideas, and then I'll start up the voting session. Return number 2 doesn't exist. I don't know if there's always this joke, this meme that goes around about reviewer 2 being the worst reviewer. You usually get 3 reviewers on an academic paper. Reviewer number 2 is always the difficult one. You don't get review number 2 when there's decentralized review. All right, cool. I think we're heading into the last couple minutes of the session here. Feel free to drop any last minute ideas on there. I'm going to go ahead and get this voting started here. Actually, we're not going to use the voting dots that I have there on the board. I'm going to go ahead and activate this voting feature, which is a little fancier. So we'll select our area. We'll have, it was 3 minutes to vote, and we'll have a minute or two at the end to discuss. 1 vote per, you can vote as many times as you want per object. Everyone will get 5 votes each. And so, yeah, go ahead and pick the 5 things or 1 thing that you want to vote on 5 times, and we'll see what we all want. So you should be able to click join voting there if you're on the Miro whiteboard. See that popping up on the live stream. I hope everyone else sees that. Okay, I'm going to join the voting. All right, 0 of 3 voted. Sorry, I'm just responding to some messages here as well about the next sessions. I think we're good though. I'm going to vote for reviewer 2 doesn't exist. Think zero knowledge. I really like the concept of streaming payments. I didn't get it at first, but I think it's actually really cool. And definitely retroactive funding. And if I'm going to go with retroactive funding, I got to pick something in reputation. Attestations. Okay, we've got 1 minute of voting left. 3 of 4 people have voted. Maybe I'm the last one. We'll see. That's going to continue on for the next minute or so. Just wrap that up. Okay, and then I know I'm just going to make a quick PSA. I know we did start a little bit late for the breakout rooms, and so we're going to be pushing back a little bit, maybe trying to shave off a little bit of time here and there if we can. I'm going to be coordinating with the other session leaders here in a moment once I hop off this session, but yeah, we're going to push back and try and get everybody in. Hopefully we don't have to skip anybody or miss any sessions. I think we can still get everyone in. But yeah, just want to make sure we don't miss out on any awesome sessions that are planned here. So looks like this is about to finish. I hope it should give us the results. Yep, there we go. And here we go. Okay, so the top voted idea, streaming networks. That is potentially the most impactful feature of Web3 social media that could disrupt scientific publishing. Also, traceability of contributions, faster time to review. Yeah, right. You're not going to perish while you're waiting to publish. Retroactive funding for sure. Zero knowledge, P2P. It looked like we all kind of picked some of the similar ones. Other ones with 1 vote, yeah, faster time to publish, direct funding, impact certificates. Cool. All right. Well, I hope this was a inspiring and intriguing and fun exercise to sort of work through, and we can definitely go through and do another more thorough one of these maybe some other time in BanklessDeSci. But yeah, appreciate you all coming to my session. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it there, cut my screen share, and I will see you at the other sessions. Thanks so much for coming.